Of all the states I have not quite done yet, the highest requested one, I believe, has been Louisiana. I got so many comments asking for it, so here it is. We got 11 schools to get through, and an obvious favorite's going to be LSU. Tulane is going to probably be the second most likely to win, and no surprise that they are starting off in year one in the conference championship, but we got a pretty fair distribution of FBS, FCS teams, and Tulane is taking a 2-score lead on LSU already in the conference championship. 2-point conversion is going to be no good. LSU being the favorites is expected to come out here and win this, and being the number 11 ranked team in the nation at 10-2, you're basically playing for a playoff spot. There's no guarantee that if Tulane wins this game, they are in the playoffs, but if LSU does win, they are in the playoffs in year one. They have a great completion there to the 30-yard line, throwing left side. That's going to be caught in another pass, caught in traffic, trying to cut this to a one-score game, and they do just that as Tulane takes over 26-21. Play action rollout, immediately taking the shot deep, and he's got it for the touchdown. No one's gonna catch him, and Tulane is gonna take the 12-point lead, and LSU goes down the field to get into a one-score game just to allow Tulane to get it all back in one play. And now all the way backed up on 4th and 22, LSU delivers a strike, and they're not gonna go down quietly. Touchdown, but you're now relying on the onside kick, and it's gonna be scooped up by Tulane. And LSU, you can wave goodbye to your playoff spot in year one. They go down 10-3, and 11-2. Tulane cannot get into the playoffs, unfortunately. No conference championship spot in the top 4, and none of the other 8 spots opened up for them. So going to be bowl games around the conference for all these schools, and year one is going to end with a fun Tulane conference championship but no playoff appearance. But in year two, these videos demonstrate that it's important for the favorites like an LSU or a Tulane or some of these FBS schools that already have a head start to capitalize early, because eventually some of these other schools will try to even the gap between them and catch up. Some schools that get left behind, but not all of them do, and some of them will try to take down LSU and Tulane once they get to 3-star prestige, 4-star, if they get to playoff appearances. And in a rematch in year two, Tulane 22-26, and LSU cannot get the 2-score lead. They're gonna have to settle for a field goal. It is good. Still a 7-point game as Tulane takes over, and they immediately have a first down conversion, getting it past the 40-yard line, trying to go and run this 2-minute drill back to the end zone to win back-to-back conference championships. And look at that broken tackle getting them the first down, and you turn about a no-yard gain into a 10-yard first down. Now you go to the other side and you get it to the 30-yard line, getting closer to the end zone with a minute 15 to go. Converted again. They're going to give it to him. 3rd down and 5. End zone. Touchdown, Tulane. And they tie it up, and we're going to overtime. Now can they go for 2 in a row on LSU? Look at the broken tackles. Look at the fight. And he gets the first down. Now going to the end zone. It's a touchdown for Tulane. And LSU is reeling. Suddenly down by 7. But they throw a strike to a wide open man in the back of the end zone. Second overtime, handoff, and LSU's got the first down. Goal to go. Screen outside. That's going to be caught and into the end zone. It's a touchdown. And now Tulane needs to respond with the 2-point conversion up first. And it's going to result in a sack, so Tulane can't win it. Can they get the touchdown and 2-point conversion? Well, they're getting real close to the end zone now. Goal to go. 4 yards to go as they're throwing underneath. That's going to be stopped, but they're closer. Handoff, and he's blown up. Lost a yard. 3rd and goal. And he's going to go to the back corner, and it's incomplete. 4th and goal for the game. End zone, and it's incomplete. And they go 4 straight times at the goal line and get stopped. LSU gets their first round bye in a matchup against Pitt in the second round. It's 24-24, so a close one here as they're going to be 5.5 minutes to play. Pitt with the football, and they're going to roll out, throwing on the run, and that's going to be caught. Great connection by the two as they're going to throw once more outside, and they got separation, and they got the touchdown. Pitt is on top 31-24 as they take over, and LSU has a flag, and that's going to be a good run. Is this one going to be called back? And that really good run, the stiff arm, the broken tackle, is going to be called back. And now you go to 2nd and 17, and you're going to get sacked. 3rd down and long. You went from great drive starter run to a bad time situation where you're throwing it deep and it's incomplete. He got hit as he was throwing, underthrew it. Not a great punt, so great field position for Pitt and an opportunity to take a 2-score lead, but they're just straight running this clock out, and they get it down to under 2 minutes to play. Knock through the field goal, and that's going to result in a 2-score deficit that LSU just could not overcome, and they go immediately down in their first playoff game. And that flag really was the difference maker. You have a great drive starting 25-yard run, and immediately gets called back. You get sacked, you were backed up even further, and then you had to go and run a 3rd and 25 for, you know, basically the game, and it just did not work out. So LSU and Tulane have now split a conference championship 1-1 against each other, and in the 3rd year, a little bit of a new face getting involved. And I said it doesn't take long sometimes for some of these teams to find their way to the top of the conference. Grambling State is in the conference championship with a 10-win season, and LSU trying to defend their crown 20-13 as LSU with the football threatening to take the 2-score lead. The football's going to be ripped out of the quarterback's hands. He didn't even get to go down. It was just ripped right from him, and Grambling State has an opportunity now on 3rd down and 1. Handoff. He's going to get blown up. 4th down and 2. They punt the football away, and they maybe squandered their biggest opportunity to get back in this one as LSU gets it right back where they were previously, hands it off, gets the 1st down, and another 1st down could potentially seal it. But why get the 1st down when you can split through the line and get a touchdown and put this one away? LSU even tacked on another touchdown, win 34-13, but it was a close game up until the end, and the playoff situation's not going to shake out in the favor of LSU. It's not going to result in them getting there. So that is already 3 years down, and while we've had some entertainment in the conference championships, not a lot in the terms of playoff success, and you would have expected LSU in 3 years to potentially have a playoff win by now, and Tulane has been hanging around 2 conference championship appearances, and they were still in the top 25 last year. They just couldn't make the conference title game. Grambling State, though, good on them to already make a conference championship and a double-digit win season in year 3, and they're back in the conference championship. This time, Tulane makes it, and Tulane at 11-1 feels like they should be ranked a little bit higher. They dominated in their conference championship 40-19 over Grambling State, but at number 12 in the nation, they do slide in at the 10 seed with that conference championship, so we will have playoff action here. And they're taking on Ohio State, and Ohio State is, interestingly enough, led by DJ Lagway, who transferred to them, so that's a little fun thing to see that DJ Lagway just loves transferring to the randomest spots in this game, as he is going to get sacked here, driven back, and Ohio State now 3rd down and 24, throwing it deep, and that's knocked away. Tulane takes over, and now with a 3-point lead, trying to run out this clock as they get the stop, and now Ohio State takes it right back after a 3-and-out, gets a completion. Not a great punt, so it resulted in great field position, so 1 first down. They're already closing it up field goal range, and now they definitely have it. Field goal range and almost to the end zone. Goal to go. Handoff. It's going to be a touchdown for the lead, and suddenly, now Tulane needs to go on a game-winning drive with 1.5 to play. Over the middle, that's broken up. 4th down and 7. Game on the line. Throwing it. It's caught, and he spins around, making the defender miss, and he gets it inside the 30-yard line. 52 seconds to play, needing the touchdown, and he's going to step up and run it. He's got the 1st. He's got it inside the 10, down to the 6. Timeout used. 2nd and goal. That pass is going to be caught for the touchdown, and Ohio State has got just 20 seconds to play. They hand it off on 4th down just to get the 1st down. Now it's 3rd and 2. Lagway throws it out of bounds. 4th down and 2. They ran the football again, and I don't know why you do that, but you got stopped, and Tulane's got the playoff win. In the 2nd round, it's an undefeated number 2 ranked Washington 13-0, and they've kept it close to 24-24, but a sack backs them up. 3rd down and very long. A lot of time, just a 3-man rush, so someone can get open, and they eventually got somebody, and it's going to be a 1st down. When are you going to learn? You probably should be sending 3 when you got everybody down the field. They're sending 3, blocking 6, and you're going to get somebody open. A great run there sets them up. Throw on the run. Got it inside the 5-yard line. Now threatening to take the 7-point lead back in the end zone. Touchdown Tulane. And it's 31-24 Washington, threatening to lose out on their undefeated season as they get it to about midfield. Now beyond it with 2 minutes to play. Outside, that's intercepted on the sidelines. He got a foot in bounds, and Tulane could end it here, but they're not going to. They get the stop. They had to burn their timeouts. Washington has less time, less timeouts. Under a minute now, make it under 50 seconds, and they go outside for the completed pass. Short of the marker. It's 4th and inches. Game on the line. Throw in middle. They got it for the 1st down. Catch and run. Keeps them in bounds, and they burn that final timeout that they had. 15 seconds to go. That ball's going to be knocked away. 4th down, and now maybe a shot to the end zone. Instead, they go underneath to get the 1st down, but you need to hurry up. It's the last play of the game. End zone is going to have to be where you go, and they're not going to do it. They're going to throw an incomplete pass, and the game is over. Tulane gets the victory, and Washington loses out on the undefeated season. Now how about the familiar 31 points that it took to beat Washington? It's going to take more than that to beat Georgia here in the semifinals. Play action as he's going to throw it on the run for the end zone. A perfect pass. Touchdown, Tulane. 38-21, and a chance to go to the national championship here is on the line. Could Tulane go all the way as Georgia's going to get the first down, and a great play to get to the 45-yard line. There's still plenty of time. 3.5 to go, and the swing screen set out for the running back. He's got it to the 31-yard line. 1st and 10 quickly turns to 3rd and 10. They got the screen set up. The running back's going to once again move the chains through the air. 3rd down and 5, and no running back moving the chains this time. Georgia settles for the field goal. They didn't want to go for it. They're going to trust their defense. Now Tulane has the opportunity to end this one, and they're not going to be able to do it. They get sacked. Georgia burns the timeout and gets good field position as they immediately throw a strike to the 30-yard line. Settling for the field goal might have been the right decision. Running back's going to get that out of the backfield, and he's going to outrun his man all the way to the 16-yard line. Minute to play. Now get it down to 30 seconds. 3rd down, end zone, touchdown. Georgia, and now Tulane needs a miracle if they're going to go to the national championship. This is looking like it could be the last play of the game. They're going to get the timeout off. 1 second to go, and they're going to have the Hail Mary opportunity. He's got time, receivers at the end zone. Ball is up in the air, and it's knocked away inside the 5, and Tulane goes down. And they were so close. They got that awesome touchdown to go up by 7. They stopped Georgia, held them to a field goal, could not put the game away, could not stop Georgia, and then couldn't pull up a miracle. But Tulane already got to the doorstep of a national championship, so that's good on them in just year 4. We'll see if they can make it back going into year 5, where in year 5 we have 4 10-win teams. How about welcome to the party, Southeastern, who gets a 10-2 season. LSU does not make the conference championship with their 10-2 record. 3 7-1 teams in the conference. It's Grambling State against Tulane once more, but this time Grambling has the advantage, and they could finally pull this off. They've been trying to get over the hump, already 0-2 in conference championship games, but they are looking like they could be able to pull it off this time around. Tulane, they need to score fast. They're still down by 2 scores, but they get the conversion. Into the red zone they go. 2.5 to play. Throwing, and he's gonna roll, try to run for it. He's got the speed, he's got the lane, and he's got the touchdown. And now they need to stop. Grambling State, 2nd down and 1 handoff. That's gonna be the 1st down and a big run. Timeout being used, and you can't really allow anything more, as they're gonna get a big 1st down and a lot more than that and seal the game. Grambling State is going to go to the conference championship podium and get a 1st-round bye, but Tulane is in the playoffs. They still did hold on to their spot, and they're against Boise State, but Boise State has the football, has an 8-point lead, and they are driving, and they're going to get it all the way inside the 10-yard line. Tulane has been in the situation where they've just kind of hung around, not been able to pull themselves closer, and now down by 2 scores again, is they're going to get an incomplete pass, 4th and 1, basically game on the line, and they get stopped. And Tulane is going to go down and lose this one. That means Boise State's going to go and take on the other team from that conference championship. Grambling State, can they get their first playoff victory, as that would be huge for them. 21-14 as Grambling's going to get it inside the 10, touchdown, and he split the defenders with great speed. 28-14, Boise getting sacked. 4th and 24. Basically, this is your game as they're going to chuck it. Dave, 1-on-1. It's caught. Boise State not done yet. Under 2 minutes to play. 3rd down and out of bounds. And I don't know if you got another miracle in you. 4th down. They're going to throw it. And it is knocked away with a diving swat. And Grambling gets a playoff victory. Would you have guessed Grambling gets the playoff victory before LSU? On to the next round where the Georgia handoff's going to get a broken tackle. And he's going to fight through like 3 different defenders and break free to the 30-yard line. As you can see, a full little matchup here with the logos. Grambling State and Georgia, pretty similar looking, as they're going to be down to 4th down and inches, not go for it, as they're going to take their 2-score lead. They're going to be pretty content with that, but there's still 5 minutes to play. Grambling going to need something here, as they need points on this drive, and that is a great start to get there in enemy territory. 3rd down and 1 is going to see them throw it outside for a completed pass, 1st down, 5-yard gain. First and 10 now, 3:40 to go. Strike over the middle, and he gets that in between two different defenders. Goal to go, and the opportunity to get it to the one-score game. They do just that, and now at 2:20 to go, needing the stop on third down. Screen is going to get the first down, but it's not over quite yet. Another first down will end it, though. Georgia, third down. They're going to get sacked, and Grambling has a chance. Can they get into field goal range as they get the completed pass already down close to midfield? They just need maybe 20 more yards, depending on their kicker, and they got it. Georgia reeling. First down and 10. Throwing, it's intercepted. No, they throw the pick. You didn't need to throw that. You could have ran the football. You could have just played it safe, and you threw the game away, and Georgia moves on. Grambling, that is a heartbreaker, and they're not going to be going to a national championship this year, but they have set themselves up very nicely. I mean, really, though, would you have bet LSU not getting a playoff win before Grambling State or any of the other FCS teams that we put in? It's been 5 years. LSU's only taken one trip to the playoffs, and they did not win that game. They got good recruiting classes. They're sending players to the NFL, but finally they're locking in and putting results on the field. Look at Louisiana Tech. They didn't make the conference championship, but an 11-1 top 10 record to them. They could be going to the playoffs. LSU's going to the playoffs, and it's going to be with the first round bye, it looks like, with a conference championship victory over Southeastern. They are going to get the 3 seed. Louisiana Tech, though, does slide in, and they make their playoff debut 16-9. It's a low-scoring, rainy game against Arkansas, and Louisiana Tech trying to get into the end zone for the first time as they're going to step up into a sack. Third down and long, play action rolling out, and he's going to throw it on the run. That's a tough throw to make, but he gets it, and it's going to set him up 4th down and 1. And they go with the toss outside, gets a block, springing him to the edge, spin move, and he's inside the 5-yard line. Going to tie this game up with another run, and he's got it in the end zone. Can Louisiana Tech get on the board for a playoff victory? Will Arkansas break their hearts in this one? Under 2 minutes to play, third down and long, throwing underneath. That's going to be caught, but nowhere to go. And Louisiana Tech, they can win this one in regulation, and they're going to get sacked. Third down and 14 as they go play action. You got something big here, and no, you do not. You throw it out of bounds. You stop the clock. You give Arkansas the football back. You at least could have made them burn a timeout if you took the sack, but they wanted to play the field position as now Arkansas throw it outside. That's going to be caught. He breaks a tackle, and they're real close to field goal range now. It'd be about a 60-yarder from here, but you can get yourself all the way inside the 30 down to the 25-yard line and make it a much more manageable field goal, and now you're getting it to chip shot range. Kick on the way. It is good. Unfortunate, but you came close. Last second field goal. No win in your playoff debut. It's LSU's turn to see if they can finally get on the board. They got that first round bye, and they're taking on USC. They got a lead. USC's running back trying to fight for the first down. He's not going to get it. 4th and 1. They are going for it, and they get it. 5 minutes to play as they go outside. Running back breaking a tackle, breaking through 2 defenders, and this running back does not go down very easily, so keep giving him the football. I don't blame you, as USC gonna go and tie this game up with a play action touchdown. You got plenty of time to make this the final drive. Maybe kick that game-winning field goal as time expires. Win the same way the Louisiana Tech lost. 2-minute warning has hit. Dropping to throw it. Clean pocket. Someone's got to get open eventually. You got all this time in the world. Someone get open. Finally, someone doesn't. I wouldn't even call that really open. That was just a great throw and catch. Now a deep shot. That's open, and that's a touchdown. LSU on top by 7. Minute 30 to go, and LSU maybe allowing a deep shot of their own. USC on the run. They track him down inside the 15-yard line. Timeout used. Third down, and he's running. He's throwing. Back in the end zone. Incomplete. Your last chance. 4th down, and they're throwing it. End zone. Double coverage. Intercepted, and that's going to do it. LSU finally gets on the board with a playoff victory, and they're on to the semifinals, and they're taking on Arkansas, the team that knocked out one team in Louisiana already. Can they do it to another as they're up by 7? Now with the screen outside, they're going to fight ahead. No first down. LSU takes over. Now needing a game-tying drive. They got 3 minutes to play. They're going to start with a first down in the curl route. 45-yard line, throwing outside. Get it to enemy territory, but it's 4th down and 3. Handoff. You get the first down. You're keeping it moving. 2-minute warning is approaching. 1st and 10 as you're throwing it. Middle, caught on the in route. And now you got it inside the 20 in the red zone. Throw it outside on the RPO. It's an amazing drive so far, and they're going to try to cap it off as they go outside. Touchdown LSU, and what a game-tying drive. Can the defense follow up with just as impressive a performance? I don't think so with that type of wide open receiver. Arkansas throwing it up top. That's going to be caught, and he drops down inside the 10. And Arkansas has got the open lane and touchdown. Maybe good thing to just let him score so you at least have a chance on offense. And you're going to miss a pass there. 4th and 1. Arkansas for the win. But LSU keeps it alive, but the ball is out, and LSU jumps on it. They keep it for a little bit longer. 30 seconds to go. They got a completion. 1st down, and you're running out of time, but you're getting closer. You got to take an end zone shot at some point. They throw it out of bounds. It's 4th and 10. This might be it. Throwing it middle. It's intercepted, and LSU not able to pull it off. Arkansas's defense does the job, and despite going on that awesome game-tying drive, their defense just let them down and put them in a position where they didn't have much time, much opportunity to go and get a touchdown themselves. And unfortunately for LSU, they're going to be stopped short of the semifinals. So we've seen a couple of teams already now. I think Grambling, Tulane, LSU, all semifinals appearances, but no national championship appearances and obviously no victories. But we got 3 teams on the board with a playoff victory. Louisiana Tech also with an appearance, and Louisiana Tech getting in the conference championship now against LSU, who has another 11-1 season on their resume. Tulane's kind of slipping behind. LSU trying to get another conference championship under their belt and continue to have the most talented roster and actually capitalize on that talent and put themselves into a national championship contention. But Louisiana Tech has kept this one close. They've had a good 2-year run, but they're getting sacked here on 3rd and long. They're going to run the football. It gets them a little closer, but now 4th and 14. I don't understand this play call. Running it again, and that's going to cost you the game. LSU touchdown. They put it away. I don't know what Louisiana Tech's doing. You run it first time, maybe you could justify it, but you got to throw it on 4th down. LSU steamrolls in their 1st round matchup. 2nd round now, already on to the semifinals, back where they were last year. They're taking on Ole Miss, another SEC opponent, as now they've been separated from the SEC because we got our own conference for Louisiana going on. We're taking on a familiar opponent. They're on defense with a 4-point lead as they're going to go to draw, and Ole Miss has the 1st down, and they are in field goal range, but they're down by 4, so they're looking for the end zone. They get a completion there inside the 20-yard line. Throw it on the bubble screen. That's going to be caught for another 1st. Goal to go. 2.5 to go. 1st and 10. He's rolling. He's getting sacked. 2nd and goal. Turns to 3rd and goal after an incomplete pass as they're stepping up into another sack. 4th and goal. And the game on the line potentially. Throwing it for the end zone. Back corner. No one's home. And it's 3rd down for LSU. They're getting sacked. They're going to have to punt the football away, but you've set Ole Miss back quite a bit, and you keep getting sacks like that. This game could be over if they suffer another one, and there is that other one. 4th and 24, and it's going to be incomplete. LSU, they're going to the national championship, and they have a chance to win it all here against Miami. It's 21-21, 7 minutes to play. We got a little bit of an extended cut of this one, as this is a good one. It's a close game. It's a big game, and LSU now in enemy territory, throwing it over the middle. It's going to be caught on the run, and he's got it inside the 15-yard line. 3rd down as they spread the field. Quick throw outside, caught, turning it upfield. Touchdown LSU. They got the lead. 28-21 Miami with 4 to go as they get the 1st down to start their drive. They're going to need to go on this game-tying touchdown drive as a diving swat is missed, and they're going to get it to the 40-yard line. Dropping to throw once more. Miami going to do it all through the air as they're going to get a big completion. Broken tackle to the 30 as now they're at 3rd and 10. Just keep throwing it. Keep throwing it, and they're going to get it inside the 10. Goal to go. Threatening to tie it at the 2-minute warning. They do just that. Touchdown Miami. Needing the response with 2 to go. They take a shot over the middle, and he hung on to that one. 2nd and 10. Screen is sacked, and he's going to be on 3rd down and 19. A draw play. They're just going to play it conservative and now give Miami the football, but they have great field position. But LSU's defense is doing what they've been doing all playoff run, getting the pressure, getting the sack, stuffing them, and now with 30 seconds to go, LSU has an opportunity and a big play already on the edge of field goal range. 30 seconds outside, caught, and now they're in field goal range. 23 seconds to go. Just center the ball, set him up. Field goal unit is on, and for the national championship. It is good. And Miami, you got 10 seconds. Do something. You get closer. You get into Hail Mary range. You're going to need to throw this one about 65 yards. Throwing it up. I don't know if he's got it. It's going to just sail out of bounds. And LSU wins a national championship. And they finally, after the first 5 years of failing, really, 5 years, no playoff victories, 1 playoff appearance, last 2 seasons, semifinals appearance, and then the national championship victory. So that's more what we expected from LSU, as they have now firmly put themselves on top, and now someone's got to try to catch them. Can someone else win a national championship? Can someone knock LSU off their throne at the top of the state? We got a number of schools in the mix in the upcoming season. No LSU in the conference championship. They might be left out of the playoffs if things don't fall their way. Tulane and Southeastern, it's looking like they're going to be fighting for a playoff spot. Southeastern could be pretty safe as long as they don't get blown out, which it looks like that's not going to happen, as they're up by 3 with the football, threatening to go up by 2 scores, and they are just moving it down the field. First down after first down. Now a read option is going to get them stop 4th and inches. It looked like everything but the ball crossed the line, and they're going to settle for the field goal. So Tulane down by 1 score. They're going to immediately take that shot. Incomplete. It's now 4th down and 5. Pressure's getting in. He can't get a good throw off. That's incomplete. Now time running out, and they're going to settle for a field goal try, but that's going to ultimately make it a 2-score game with just no time to go. And Tulane goes down. Southeastern is going to win a conference championship, so we got a little bit of a different name getting in there. Only team in the playoffs as well, so they're going to be taking on Michigan State. Spartans have the lead, have the ball, and a great play. Now with a handoff, he's got the lane, and he's got the speed. He's got no one to beat. It's a touchdown, and Michigan State with the 2-point conversion, but they're up by 2 scores, and it's not going to matter. They don't get it. 3rd down and long, as they're going to have a completed pass. Southeastern needs to pull off a miracle comeback here with just 3.5 to go, as they're going to roll and into a sack. 4th down and long, and this one could be the game, and it's going to be incomplete. Michigan State tacked on a field goal, but Southeastern just couldn't do anything else on offense. 25-10. So after a good conference championship victory, a disappointing result in the playoffs, but once again, another team getting involved in the mix. It's nice to see other teams, not just Tulane and LSU, getting into the playoffs. We've had almost half the conference represented in playoff action at least one time so far in this video, and we're only about halfway through the video, so we got plenty of time for some of these other teams to make an impact and see if any teams like Grambling, Southeastern, Louisiana Tech can try to challenge LSU. As Southeastern, they're back again. Louisiana Tech ranked. LSU back on top of the conference with an 11-1 record, now taking on Southeastern in the conference championship, as they are going to be close in this one. LSU up by 4, but Southeastern tipped it, and everybody had a chance, but no one's going to get it. That looked like a pick, a touchdown, then a pick, and then Southeastern is going to convert on the screen on the next play, needing the end zone, as they're going to throw clean pocket, and they got it for the 1st down goal to go at the 3-yard line, handing it off. He's got the touchdown, and LSU now down by 3 with 4 minutes to play. They're going to have the run for the 1st down. LSU, they're playing for that 1st round bye. Southeastern playing for their playoff lives. They have a chance to get in if they win this one. LSU handoff on 3rd and inches. He leaps his way through for the 1st down. Now with 2 minutes to play, he's throwing one outside. He's got 2 men on him, but he beats them both, and he gets knocked out of bounds inside the red zone. Now throwing up the seam. That's going to be a beautiful throw. Down to the 1. Quick pass outside. Touchdown. LSU up by 4. Southeastern, you got a minute to play to try to get yourselves into this playoff mix, but you need a miracle here. 27 seconds to go. Throwing it deep. It is broken up. 4th down and 4. Game on the line. He's going to roll right into a sack fumble, but you can't advance the fumble with under 2 to go, and there's not going to be any shenanigans there. LSU's getting the 1st round bye, and no one else is touching the playoffs in this conference, as LSU takes on another familiar opponent. Alabama immediately got a deep ball. Touchdown. LSU strikes, and they got the lead. Alabama with 7 to play, taking the shot, and he can turn upfield, and he stepped out of bounds. He got it to midfield, but if he kept his feet in bounds, he could have had himself a touchdown. But look at the fight of the quarterback. 2 broken tackles, and he scrambles for the 1st down. Now a handoff. Alabama tacks on another 1st down. 2nd and inches. Handoff again. 3 rushing first downs, and these guys just won't go down easily. 2nd and 4, handoff again, and they just can't stop them on the ground. Alabama's got the lead, 4.5 to go. Middle, caught, first down LSU. Alabama doing it on the ground, LSU doing it through the air, but LSU trying their ground game as they got a nice play, turning it upfield, breaking tackles, 15-yard run. Now LSU throwing it again. That ball's a fumble, and the linemen are bobbling it around, and the lineman picks it up. Now you lost 16 yards. It's 4th and 21, throwing it deep. He's got him, and once again on the right side, touchdown LSU. He pulled it up again in Alabama. What do you got in response? They got a big play on the 40-yard line. You need 60 yards at 100 seconds. Do you got that in Alabama? Well, you're going to go backwards, and now you need close to 70 yards. 3rd down and 17, incompleted as he was throwing. And now 4th and 17. That ball is knocked away, almost picked, and LSU can put this one away. 1st down, and they do just that. Alabama goes down, LSU moves on, and they're taking on Oregon. And Oregon, it took us a while to get to see this team in the video, but you know how it goes. Oregon's always the indestructible juggernaut, throwing it deep, and that ball's caught, and there's a flag. They're going to tack on 15 more yards with an unnecessary roughness. Now you got it inside the 10-yard line with a read option. That ball's loose, though. It slipped out in the rain, and LSU takes over, and that is huge. And they're going to get sacked, but at the very least, you save them field position. You save yourself about 40 yards as you're kicking it back to Oregon in good field position. 35-yard line, they hand it off. That's a 1st down. Oregon trying to seal this game. They go to another one. LSU gets the stop, holds them to a field goal with just a minute to play. So you're going to have an opportunity to score a touchdown late in this one. 45 seconds to go. 2nd down and 10. That ball's going to be thrown outside, caught for the 1st down and out of bounds, stopping the clock. 40 seconds to go. Middle, that's caught. He's gotten through. He's got the speed. LSU, touchdown. They take the lead. 34 seconds to go, and the 2-point conversion's good. Oregon needs a field goal as they're throwing outside. That's going to be caught for the 1st down, turning upfield. They're going to burn a timeout. 24 seconds to go, and now it's Oregon's turn. They got a man, and he's on the run. And Oregon, how are they pulling this one off? Touchdown, LSU. You got a miracle in you. You had an amazing play, but now you're getting sacked, and this game is over. Oregon always just finds a way to pull it off, and a big play with under 20 seconds to go for the win, and a heartbreaker for LSU as they are not going back to another national championship. Usually in these videos, if you win 2 national championships, you basically win. It's hard enough to get 1. These videos demonstrate it is hard to win a national championship. If you win 1, you're in contention. If you win 2, you basically win it, as now you got a little rematch from at the start of the video. Tulane LSU, welcome back Tulane. It's been a while since we've seen you competing, but at 11-1, they're looking pretty good right now. Now that's 24-20. Tulane with the ball, with the lead, and now in enemy territory in field goal range, but they want the touchdown, and they're going to get it to the 11-yard line. 3rd down and 7. He's throwing. He's got the middle. He's got the touchdown. LSU down by 2 scores. 3.5 to go, and they're throwing it outside. That's going to be caught and turning upfield. LSU needs a field goal to cut it down to an 8-point game, but they want the touchdown first as they're going to get it closer. They're at field goal range. 2nd down, throwing, clean pocket, middle. That's going to be caught. LSU's moving it well, and they're doing it in a quick amount of time where they can potentially get a stop, but this is going to be their first big setback. 3rd down and long, throwing, and they're going to go to the end zone. He's wide open. Touchdown. And now you got the 2-point conversion for the 3-point deficit. There's a flag down, and the conversion's good, but this one's going to be coming back in an interesting situation. They're still going to go for 2, and they're going to run it. They're not going to get it. I feel like at that point, you kick the extra point. Even still, it's a 1-score game regardless. Tulane could put this game away, though, with the football. 2-minute warning. They get the big 1st down. They're going to need more than that, though, as they get another 1st down and a big run. Knocked out of bounds. But now 3rd and 14, game on the line for LSU's defense. They do get a stop. Field goal try is going to be good, and it's still a 1-score game, but you're going to need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. LSU taking a shot deep. It is caught, but they got tackled, and now 40 yards away. You got less than 20 seconds. He's breaking out of 1 sack. Not 2. Ball on the ground. Tulane picks it up, and LSU loses a conference championship to Tulane. And not only that, Tulane gets a Heisman Trophy winning quarterback. You seen there, he was a freshman. They had a freshman Heisman winner. That doesn't happen very often in this game. LSU still makes the playoffs, but they got to go the long way. They get a home game against Utah, 17-10. LSU gets brought down, and now Utah with the football handoff. That's going to be for the first down. Just under 2 minutes to play as LSU not been able to do much on offense, and their defense in the time where it mattered most was not able to get a stop. LSU gets a quick exit from the playoffs. Tulane, meanwhile, takes down that Utah team pretty comfortably, 29-7. And here we are against Oregon, but the interesting thing here is Oregon's down by 10. I don't usually see teams beating Oregon by double digits, and now they got the fumble all the way back to 4th and 37. What in the world? Deep ball. It's knocked away. Tulane, they're on a warpath right now, and they got the touchdown. It's a 3-score victory over Oregon, and they're on to the national championship. That was quick, but we find ourselves here against Notre Dame when they got the lead, 20-17. Tulane allowing a first down to Notre Dame with 5 minutes to play. They got a handoff as he gets over a defender on the ground and gets the first down, in position to potentially tie this game if they want to. Screen set up as now they're in field goal range, and they're going to try to get even more. It's 4th and 1 though, and they're going to get the kick through the uprights. It is good. Tulane, 2.5 to go as they're going to get the first down on the ground. Tulane in a perfect spot though. They got the ball. They got a 2-minute drill. They got time. They got timeouts. They got a first down there. 3rd down. They're throwing it outside. That's caught. He turned the defender around and he's got it inside the 10-yard line. Tulane in control. They're going to get stopped though. Make Notre Dame burn all those timeouts. 3rd and goal, and it's stopped again. Notre Dame though out of timeouts, down by 3, little under a minute to go. Keep them in bounds. Don't allow any big plays, but that is a big play. 47 seconds to go as Notre Dame, clean pocket, they're throwing outside. That's going to be caught, and he's out of bounds. 41 seconds. Throwing it deep right side. He's got a man, and it's caught for the touchdown. Notre Dame. It took them all of just like 3 plays, and now Tulane, 20 seconds to go, and their hearts could be broken here as they're going to go outside. Caught. First down. Hail Mary rage. 3 seconds to go. This is looking like it's in. Flag is down, and this ball's incomplete. There's going to be a roughing the passer, and this one is going to continue a little bit longer. An untimed down for the national championship on the run. It is up in the air. There's a flag down. This one, though, was the holding, not on Notre Dame, and Tulane doesn't get another bailout in their favor. And despite beating LSU, dominating Utah, basically dominating Oregon, they could not win the national championship. That is so unfortunate. I mean, you allow a touchdown with just a handful of seconds to go, and you can't pull it off. Tulane, that was your opportunity. You had everything lined up. You won a Heisman Trophy. You won the conference. You had everything, and you couldn't do it. And now, 12-0. I mean, keep in mind, that freshman quarterback, he's a freshman. He can't go to the NFL. He's going to be back for another season. Tulane dominates the conference championship, and if you won a Heisman as a freshman, you can imagine how good he is now. First round bye, no one else in the playoffs. It's all up to Tulane trying to get an undefeated season as they're taking on Kentucky, and they're up by 7. Throwing it outside, that's going to be caught, and inside the 20-yard line, this quarterback trying to avenge the disappointment of last year. Didn't win a Heisman Trophy, but he can win a national title this year, and you got a potential 2-score lead on the horizon. Play action, throwing, ball is tipped up in the air and almost picked up by any lineman. 4th down and goal, they're going for it, and the risk pays off. Touchdown. And now up by 2 scores. It's up to the defense to shut the door on this one as they're going to have a big play, 35-yard line. 2 minutes to go. Throwing underneath. That's going to be caught. I mean, you're fine allowing them to score as long as you can just make them take as much time as humanly possible, recover a potential onside kick, but they're moving it, and they're moving it fast. They're moving it efficiently, and that's a touchdown for Kentucky. Onside kick is scooped up by Tulane, and this one, it might not be over if Kentucky can get a stop. 3rd down and 4. They are going to get the stop, force a field goal try. Kick is good, and the much important kick is going to potentially put this one out of reach, but Kentucky not done yet. They're going to get it all the way to the 25-yard line in one play, make it 2 plays down inside the 5. Kentucky resilient, not going down without a fight. Touchdown, and now another onside kick, and Tulane goes 2 for 2 on the onside kicks, and that was almost scary, but Tulane holds off the rally lane, and they're going to the semifinals where they dominate Clemson 44-7, and we got a familiar opponent. Look who it is. It's Oregon, back for another round against Tulane. They lost by 17 last year, but this time around it's looking a little bit closer. Oregon down by 1, red zone, and it's gonna be a touchdown. They got the lead. 2-point conversion for that full 7-point lead. It is good, Oregon. I mean, man, if Tulane goes and makes 2 national championships in a row and can't win either one of them, how disappointing would that be? They need to do something here with 2 minutes to go. Outside, caught, first down, 2-minute warning has hit. 3rd down and 4, and he's rolling, he's throwing, he's got it, he saves themselves a sack, but it's a no-gain play. 4th down and 4, game on the line potentially, he's taking a shot, he wants it all, it's knocked away, and Oregon, first down can be won here, and they get more than just a first down, they get a big run, and Oregon wins the national title, and when it mattered the most, Tulane 0 for 2 back-to-back years. And that could be the difference because LSU, they only made it once, but they've won their 1 national championship. Tulane, you can see that quarterback, redshirt sophomore, he was a 94 overall monster, and they just couldn't get it done. I mean, that doesn't happen in these videos. You know how hard it is to make back-to-back national championships in these videos. It's really difficult. So to make back-to-back and lose them both. Obviously, Tulane loses a lot of players. They lose their quarterback. They go 10-2. The conference championship is Southeastern versus LSU. LSU's down by 8. Southeastern has the football, fake pitch, and he's going to truck his way through for the first down. He didn't really run into anybody, but he got the first regardless. And Southeastern is trying to tack on another bit of points. But I don't know about this one. 4th and 1, you can take the field goal for the 2-score lead, and they don't do it. They instead go and miss a 4th down try. I don't know why you're doing that. LSU has the door wide open for them if they want to go on a game-tying drive. And the Tigers are going to capitalize. Touchdown. They need the 2-point conversion, though, as they're going to throw it short of the marker. It's no good. Onside kick. Southeastern's going to survive. And that 4th down conversion would have been a disaster if they didn't hold on, but they do in a 2-point win. Both make the playoffs, but Southeastern gets the first round bye. LSU has to go on the road in round 1. They're taking on USC. USC has a 2-point lead, and that ball's going to be caught, and LSU's already allowed a big play. He's on the run. USC fighting. Touchdown, and a 2-score lead. USC already getting the big play as soon as we hop in, and LSU needs to go and pull up a comeback at this point as they're down by 9. That ball's gonna get knocked away. 4th down and 4. They got an open man, and this game's not over quite yet. LSU touchdown. And 21-23, LSU gets the stop. They got the football back immediately, and they got 2 minutes to try to pull something off. That ball is caught, but short of the marker. 4th down and 4, rolling. He's not going to get away. He's sacked, and USC trying to put this one to bed, and they do just that. A high-scoring 4th quarter. All the points basically in the 4th quarter is not going to result in anything good for LSU as they go down in round 1. Southeastern, meanwhile, they got a matchup against Wisconsin. They're up by 6, and they got the football. They're trying to run out the clock here as they have been trying to hold off of a Wisconsin rally, and they're going to get a wide open touchdown, putting it away. And Southeastern, they're going to the semifinals in this one, but unfortunately they ran into the evil Oregon team where thankfully we haven't seen a lot of our teams get like destroyed in the playoffs in this one, but you ran into Oregon at the wrong time, I guess, and they go and beat you. So fortunately, they're going to be going down the semifinals, but Southeastern feels like they're on the brink of being really good. Like, they're getting there. They're a team overall. They're of like a mid-80s team, but they just haven't been able to get over that hump, and when you run into Oregon, it's just not going to happen. And in this year, speaking of, I don't know what is happening, UL Monroe in Grambling State is the conference championship, and Grambling gets the conference victory. I don't know, UL Monroe's done a whole bunch of nothing in this one. They randomly make the conference championship. No surprise, there's no playoff success for any of these teams this year. Just kind of felt like all the teams went and won like 8 or 9 games, and none of them were able to really dominate one another. I mean, Tulane just really hasn't felt the same since losing 2 national championships. That window, that was their window. That was their chance, and they just couldn't do it. And I don't know if they're going to get another chance at it. I mean, we're running out of time here, obviously. So LSU's got that national championship. Everyone else kind of chasing them. Tulane, unfortunate, but they just haven't been able to get it done. Grambling, though, a 5-star recruit for them. I mean, they had a little run at the start of the video. The first couple of years, they made a couple of conference championships. Now, after a down year, they won the conference. Might have given them some momentum because they're back in it against an 11-1 LSU. And the momentum has been quickly halted as they go down 27-6, and LSU is in the playoffs. First round bye. Tulane is sneaking in as well, 17-17 against Ole Miss, so we could be seeing maybe a little LSU Tulane action in the playoffs. But Tulane in a tie game, they got to get this one done first, and they're getting stopped. Ole Miss with the football back in a big run here for the first down to convert on third down. They get a screen outside, running back, first down again, and he's going to get to the 35-yard line. How about work once, run it again, screen again, same side, same play, and same result. 50-yard line, 3 minutes to go. Outside, that's intercepted, and he jumped the football, and he's going to be going all the way. Touchdown, Tulane. 49-yard pick six, and just like that, Tulane on top, and there goes a big play, broken up. Tulane takes over. Screen for them. It didn't work quite the same as it did for Ole Miss. Now Ole Miss, 3rd down and 4. They got it completed. They are down to just about 60 seconds to go. 1st and 10 is going to result in a sack. Now back them up. 2nd and 15. They go with a run, and that doesn't work. 3rd and 19. They're going to chuck one deep, just a Hail Mary ball practically. It's caught, and it's somehow caught, and they got an opportunity, but they're throwing it out of bounds. It's 4th and 7. Tulane trying to hold on, and they are going to get the stop. That ball on 3rd down and 20, just basically a Hail Mary, and it did not result in them getting the tie game. Now we got LSU and Tulane playing in the Sugar Bowl, playing in Louisiana, and they're going to get a sack now. 17-13, Tulane ball, 17 yards to go, and the quarterback's gonna run for the first down. He broke that tackle, and that was huge. Tulane got the first down on the ground once more. About 3.5 minutes to go. When you sweep it outside, another first on the ground. You're getting a lot more than that because you're getting inside the 5-yard line. Goal to go, throwing, end zone, touchdown, Tulane. They got the lead in LSU. Their turn to respond as the quarterback's rolling, running, cutting, breaking a tackle. He's speeding through at the 45-yard line. LSU is getting the first down here now, 35-yard line, 2-minute warning. They're in field goal range to tie it up, and they get to the running back. He's got a lot of room. He's got the first that he gets out of bounds. 1:52 to play. Throwing, middle, caught, and he's inside the 5, fighting down to the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, running, space, touchdown, LSU, and now Tulane needs to respond with a minute to play. Throwing outside, it's out of bounds, 4th down and 10, and quickly, this could be the game. They're throwing it deep, it's knocked away, and LSU 1 first down away, and they are not going to get just the first down. They get the touchdown, and LSU, they're on the doorstep of another national championship appearance, and they got to take on Kentucky. That was a big win in more ways than one, not just for this season, but for this video. If you allow Tulane to win this game against LSU, they can go to the national championship potentially and maybe win the title that has eluded them and take the video for themselves. But LSU, with this win, takes Tulane out, and if they win the national championship, the video is probably theirs, as LSU with the lead, Kentucky with the ball, and Kentucky driving it inside the 20 with 2 minutes to play as they're dropping to throw it. Back of the end zone, incomplete. 4th down and 6, blitz sent in, and they're gonna get it. End zone diving, touchdown Kentucky! And LSU, they gotta do something to respond as they are trying to end this one in regulation. Timeout used, and they're gonna get stopped 3 and out. Now with 3 and out the other way, LSU takes it back. 50 seconds to go as he's stepping up and running it, and he's got room. He's seen some of the runs he pulled up against Tulane. He can run it pretty well. 1st and 10, middle, caught, and that's right up the seam for the first down. 30 seconds to go, and they're gonna get it to 4th down, kick for the win, and a spot in the national championship is good. LSU, they have their chance at a 2nd ring. Things could be looking good. Ohio State down by 8, taking a shot. Dave, the ball's tipped up in the air, and it's caught. Ohio State, he got it, and he breaks the tackle, and he's gone. What a play. Touchdown. And and a 2-point conversion to tie. It's good, and LSU loses their lead on a miraculous tip touchdown, but there's still plenty of time. Don't let it get too excited yet. Ohio State may have the momentum, but LSU has the football, and they are driving. They're throwing, and they are going to have a completed pass for a first down. Broken tackle gets it for him, as now they're going to hand it off 3rd and inches, and that's going to be a big run. Gets it to the 14-yard line. How about another handoff inside the 10? He's going to break his way through for the score, and LSU has the lead. Ohio State, you got any other crazy plays in you? And they're going to get sacked. They're going to go 3 and out, and LSU has the football with a chance to put this game away, and they're going to run it all the way down to the 35-yard line. Now at the 30, 3rd down and 5. They're going to throw an incomplete pass, but now with a field goal, this could basically do it. The kick is good, and Ohio State running out of time. They have to do something here with 60 seconds to go, and they get a completed pass to the 35-yard line. They're going to keep on moving it. 30 seconds to play. Over the middle for the first down goal to go. They throw a bunch of incomplete passes. It's 4th and goal, but they get the touchdown. Only 10 seconds to play. Onside kick is missed. Ohio State jumps on it. They get one more play. The clock is ticking down, and it's at zeros. He's running. He's moving. He's getting brought down, and the game is over. What a crazy finish. I mean, that looked like it shouldn't have been that stressful at all. LSU, though, they get their 2nd national championship. It feels like it was so close for Tulane to potentially pull themselves into this one. I mean, the difference might have even literally been as simple as that LSU versus Tulane game. I mean, Tulane, if they win that one, they beat Kentucky, they beat Ohio State. We're looking at a situation where they're at 1 national championship apiece. Now, it's 0-2 in the national title for Tulane, 2-0 for LSU. We're on to the final year. LSU not in the conference championship, a bunch of 10-win teams. It's Tulane versus Southeastern. And Tulane, I mean, if they can win a national championship, I think they could maybe have an argument if you really want to, but Southeastern's trying to prevent that from happening in the conference title game. Southeastern with a 2-score lead, now 28-19. Tulane throwing it outside, that's going to be caught. And now Tulane needs something big, and they're going to try it. It's intercepted, and Tulane, could this be the final dagger for them in this video? 4 minutes to go. That pass is caught. It's going to be a first down, turning it upfield, and he's going to get into the 45-yard line. Now under 4 to play, throwing outside. That's going to be intercepted. Tulane has it back. He's on the run. He's got no one near him. He's going to have to outrun those linemen, but he can do that with ease. He's a cornerback. He's a lot faster. Touchdown. And Tulane not done yet. 2-point game, and they're going to have a completed pass. Southeastern trying to put this one away with 2 minutes to go. Play action. He's looking, he's throwing it, deep ball, it is caught in double coverage, and that could be it. They're going to complete the pass and put this game to bed, and a big play in double coverage. He just chucked that ball up. Southeastern wins the conference. For once, we actually get 3 teams in the playoffs because LSU makes it as well, so it took us till our final season, but we got 3 schools involved in the playoff mix, and Tulane has it against Nebraska. They are up by 4. Nebraska, they're trying to be the team that breaks Tulane's heart one more time. And Tulane with the handoff, they're going to have it for the first down, turning it up to the 15-yard line, trying to get that 2-score lead, throw it out on the screen. He's got a block, he's got the edge, he's got the speed for the end zone. Touchdown, Tulane, 2-score lead is going to shut the door on this one. So they get a playoff victory, and they're moving on to the 2nd round. LSU, meanwhile, gets a pretty comfortable victory, as Washington did score late to make it a 2-score game, but it was pretty comfortably in LSU's favor. So now we have 3 of the final 8 teams, as this could be a big year 15 for us, as Maryland is up by 8 on LSU. Maryland does get stopped, so LSU has a chance here as they get the first down on the ground. 3rd down and 9. LSU throwing outside. That's going to be caught, and on the run, he's got the touchdown, and they beat him on the outside, but you need the 2-point conversion now. 34-32. Will it be a tie game? It will be a tie game as he gets to the edge. LSU's had a lot of good dual threats in this video. Feels like it's every quarterback that we've seen on LSU has been a running threat, and now Maryland threatening to go and take the lead with a big play. They're in field goal range. They got the control. They got the football in their possession as they're trying to run out the clock. They did as much as they could, and they forced LSU to use some timeouts. Maryland tacks on a field goal, but LSU now, I mean, they got plenty of time, really, as they got big plays left and right, and that's a big play right on time, right on cue. And now 3rd down and 15. That's going to result in them getting to 4th and 8, so 4th and a bit more manageable, but not easy by any means. But they convert midfield, 40 seconds. Clean pocket, 3-man rush, but they're going to check it down underneath. And you might as well just have thrown an incomplete pass to save time. And on 4th down, it's incomplete there. And that's going to be it. LSU's journey comes to an end with 2 national championships. Meanwhile, a guaranteed spot in the semifinals is on the line. Tulane and Southeastern, another matchup between these two teams this year, as they're going to have a sack on Tulane. They're down by 7. They got a 3rd and 19 and a screen incomplete. 4th down, they pumped the football, but Southeastern could get themselves finally into the national championship picture, but a tipped and an intercepted pass. Tulane not out of it yet. They are not trying to lose to Southeastern once again. Screens are not working. I think you should stop them, as they're going to luckily get some yardage out of it. 4th down, as they're going to drop the throw it outside, caught wide open for the first, and now we're under 60 seconds to play. Tulane, can they get that game tying touchdown? And you gotta think, will they go for 2 if they get it? Timeout used, 50 seconds to go. Over the middle, caught, and they're moving it back-to-back first downs. 2nd down and 1 blitz sent in. Open man, caught for the score, and no 2-point conversion. We're going to overtime. It's 2nd and 15. Tulane with the football. They're gonna go outside, caught, turning it up, and now it's 1st and goal. Tulane, correct snap, is gonna get stopped. 4th and goal, they're gonna kick the field goal. So now Southeastern can win it right here with the touchdown. They're gonna throw out a swing screen, and they get a block to the edge. He's got the 1st down. Now you need about 14 more yards, make it about 11 more yards. 3rd down and 4, caught, and now you got goal to go. And it's gonna be a little pop pass outside, touchdown. Southeastern with the victory. Tulane, their run comes to an end, and we got a semifinals matchup. It's Southeastern versus NC State. A flag is down. NC State has the football and a 5-point lead, and that's going to be a hold on NC State, so back them up. It's 3rd down and 20, and Southeastern can get the football back here, but they got to stop this deep ball. It's intercepted. That ball was underthrown, and now Southeastern with the opportunity. This is all you can really ask for, a chance to go to the national championship in the final year. Ball is in your hands. You got 50 yards to go. It's 3rd down. Throw in middle. That should have been picked. Instead, it's 4th down, and they're going to roll, and he's got nowhere to go. He's sacked. And now NC State with the ground game. Broken tackle, and NC State puts it into the video. And they're going to take down Southeastern. No national championship appearance for them, meaning we have come to an end here. LSU won their 2 championships. Tulane came so close. We had a couple of other schools have their moments. But the final results are in. I broke these teams up into 5 different tiers to determine how good they were, and you guys can help determine where you think these teams fell into place. But we will get into all the stats and all the info for you as we start things off with Tier 5. I do always feel bad for the teams down here that literally get promoted from FCS to Division 1 and they just get no mention because they were so bad. I mean, especially when you go and do what Northwestern State didn't win 48 games in 15 years. I mean, that's literally about roughly 3 wins a year, and all these teams, I mean, the bottom of the conference, we hit some low lows. We had high highs, but low lows, because I feel like all these teams had 1, 2, maybe even 3 1-11 type of seasons, and the title of the tier says it all. These 3 teams put together had less wins than LSU. They also had less wins than Tulane, but I mean, just to put it out there, 3 teams couldn't even match the level of 1 team's amount of wins. For Tier 4, we have the below 500 teams, not the teams that were like egregiously bad, but that were just normally bad. They were, 15, 20, 25 games below 500 and weren't offensively bad. All of them had 5 to 6 bowl appearances. So 1 out of every 3 years, roughly, they'd make it. And even UL Monroe had that one random year where they won 9 games and made a conference championship. I mean, despite that, 80 wins, despite having nearly the worst ranked class on average in the entire nations. I mean, good use of your talent at least, but none of these teams really did all that much. And were pretty inoffensive and were kind of just punching bags for the rest of the conference. But things take a pretty big jump up. There's not a lot of intermediate, either you were well below or well above 500. I mean, the closest team that was below 500 was 15 below, and then the closest team that was above 500 to 500 was Louisiana Tech, who was 50 games above. So there was not a lot of mid. It was either you were good or you were bad, and Louisiana Tech is the worst of the good teams, but they still had a playoff appearance, 5 bowl victories, a lot of wins over 500, made a conference championship, and they were still pretty nice. Southeastern, man, they were so close at times. I mean, they had 2 playoff victories, 7 bowl wins, 3 conference championships, and it felt like with their team overall at times, they were 86, 87, they were creeping up there, and they had their opportunities, couldn't do it. Grambling State had like 2 separate runs of like competency. Like they had a lot of seasons where they were winning like 7-8 games, but early on they had a couple of 10-win seasons in a row, won a playoff game, and then they just kind of fell off for a little bit. Then they came back, and they were still really good, but none of these teams were able to really solidify themselves as true consistent contenders. I don't usually split these up to tiers like this, but it just had to be done because of the clear difference. And tier 2, it's sad because Tulane in a lot of videos would have won, and this is about as good as a team's ever done without actually winning a national championship. 165 wins, that's really good. 4 conference championships, pretty good. 8 appearances, I mean, they made conference championship a little over half the time. Bowl wins, 7 regular bowl wins, 7 playoff victories. That's really good. If you win 7 playoff games in these videos, a lot of the times you do end up with a national championship. They didn't do it. 6 first-rounders, and they made the most out of not-so-great draft classes. They had a Heisman winner on top of it. There have been videos where a team didn't win the national championship, and like we had to just go with the best resume of teams that weren't able to win a championship. This is a strong resume without a championship, and it would have won in a lot of other videos. Just not this one, and they weren't able to do it. 2 straight appearances in the national title game, and they weren't able to pull it off. Which leads us to the end. LSU wins. It's not, super often that the favorite just straight up wins and dominates, but this was one of those occasions. I like that the favorites don't always win, but this was one of them. I like to try to justify sometimes when a team maybe has an argument. There just is none here. LSU, green across the board, swept it. 2 national championships, 174 wins, conference championships, 9 playoff victories, 19 first-rounders, great recruiting classes. Funny thing was it was looking rough in the first third. First 5 years, 1 playoff appearance and no victories. Then they go and rip off 2 national championships and 9 playoff victories in the next 10 years. So they definitely met expectations in the final 2/3. So let me know what you think, as I don't think there's a debate on who won, but let me know what you thought of the video. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe, as we're in the new year and I'm trying to go and hit even higher sub goals. We hit 5,000 to end 2024. I don't know what a realistic goal is for 2025, but let's get as high as possible. So like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys all in the next one.